Survivalschule.at. My name is Mike, and today I want to show you a really cheap survival kit. Okay, what do you need in a survival kit? What are the priorities to build a survival kit? And how cheap can you get? Let's talk about the really important items for a survival kit. Well, the rules of 3 says 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Fire is also very important and a necessity for living, and fire can make your food edible, make your water clean to drink, give you warmth in a shelter, and several other things. So fire is also very important. Tools, for example, are not really a necessity, but could make life much easier out in the woods. So I show you right now a survival kit which is cheap and cover all those points exactly how we want it. The rules of 3 says 3 minutes without air. Well, as long as we can breathe, no problem. The next point is 3 hours without shelter. And this is what I want to cover first. You can buy one of these. Those are cheap, I would say lightweight tarps that you can get in any working store. Those have some metal grommets at the corner of the whole tarp, and those are sturdy, 2 by 3 meters, and cost about 4 to 5 euros. So very cheap one, good shelter, protect you from the elements, and not the big sized one, you don't need it, you just need this small tarp. 2 by 3 meters is more than enough space for one person. So 5 euros for the shelter. But there is another option for shelter which is, in my mind, better than this. And this is this one. This one is a trash bag. You know, you get 10 of those, 10 for 7 euros. If you take one and fold it up, it's not more than the size of my hand. And this thing is a big one. I mean, this is a really big one. I mean, this is a really big one. I mean, this is much bigger than big one. As you see, those are lightweight and multi-purpose. You can stuff the bag with leaves and create a sleeping bag. You can cut one side open, second side open, unfold the whole thing, and you have a tarp in the size of this one. You can cut one corner, pull it over you, and you have a poncho. I mean, 101 uses for a trash bag this size. And as I said before, 10 of those for 7 euros. So one shelter is 70 cents. The next thing I want to talk with you is water bottles. Well, there are cheap water bottles on the market. I like them. They are great for beginners. And there are also more expensive bottles on the market. Well, what do you need for cheap survival kit for beginner in bushcraft or survival, go to your next army shop and buy a canteen with a canteen cup. This provides you 1 liter of water in a sturdy plastic bottle and a metal cup for boiling your water in. And all about, I would say, €8. So let's say we have a bottle and a metal cup for €8, which is very common in the army surplus stores, army shops, all over the internet. Just Google it. €8 for this, €8 for 10 tarps, or trash bags in this case. So around 15-16 euros. But you have 10 tarps, not just one. 15 euros until now. Next stuff is cordage. Get yourself a cordage. You don't need 550 pound paracord. Well, it's nice to have, but I use one of this for the last 3 to 4 months and I'm very pleased with it. This is natural cordage, very easy, lightweight, 100 meters for €1. You can find this also in any working store, in the gardening place, where all the gardening stuff is. And if this is too weak for your needing, so don't have the strength you want, but it's very sturdy. If this is not what you're exactly looking for, you need more strength, more power in the string, well, learn the technique how to break one of those. Simply, nearly the same cordage, braid it together, and you have cord a thicker size, or much thicker size. And you can do this any thickness and any length you want if you have one of those in your bag. So €1 included to the already, I would say 15-16 euros. So let's say 17 euros all in all now. Okay, a Firesteel. Firesteel is a great piece of kit, no doubt about it. I would recommend to everybody, get yourself a high quality Firesteel, not just the cheap ones from the army surplus store. Buy the good one for 15 euros. So light my fire, army, or if you have less money, buy yourself the good one, but the smaller version, the Light My Fire Scout, for around 8 euros. 8 euros or 15 euros, however, which one you take. Add it to our kit. Now we are at 30 euros. Firesteel, go for it. Now for the tool. Well, Moras are highly recommended, all over the place, all over the internet, all over the world. They are great knives, they work perfectly for bushcraft, for survival needings. They are extremely sharp, easy to maintain, give you a good fixed blade knife. You want a fixed blade knife in your survival kit, not just a pocket knife, because you have to baton, maybe. You have to cut thicker limbs with it, maybe. There are so many tasks you can do with a fixed blade knife, where a pocket knife can easily break. One won't say it will break, but it could break. But this won't. Every knife can break, but you get it. This is around 10 euros. So all in all, for the whole survival kit, we have 40 euros. That's all. Within these 40 euros, you get 10 tarps, 1 knife, a Firesteel, string or cordage, a water bottle, and that's all you need. You have shelter, you have fire, you have water, you can get food, and you can process wood for fire, process game, process whatever you want to process with a knife, you know, you can do quite a few things. And of course, make your fire with the Firesteel. Well, I hope all the beginners out there, or all the interested people in building a very cheap survival kit, have now found a few ideas. It's not the ultimate, I would say, but it is a good start. 40 euros and you're set for nearly anything. And remember the rule of 3. 3 weeks without food. Well, you can build traps, you can build snares, you can make weapons with a knife. You can find food all along the trail, wild edibles, but it's all about learning and knowing what to do when you are stranded in the wild. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. See you soon on the next one. Mike from the Survivalschule.at.